Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 20th of February. This is for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to give you the standout features of this week to look out for. Please stay with me. I will dive deep to give you each of the 12 signs from Aries through to Pisces, but this section of the video gives you a lot of perspective of what you can expect. Now, as this week begins, Venus makes its way into Aries, a sign it's said to be detrimented in. But I actually find when I work with my clients on a one-to-one basis, people with Venus in Aries or the first house often have a thrust about what they want to go for. So I think it can actually be very positive, and there are some very exciting conjunctions coming with Venus involved in the weeks to come. So stay with me for those. But of course, Monday also sees the new moon in Pisces. Pisces energy is very much about the spiritual dimension. It can be about healing. It can also be about just withdrawing a little bit to reflect on what the last year has meant for us all, preparing us for when the sun makes its way into the sign of Aries in a month's time with the spring equinox. But this particular new moon is combining with Saturn located in the sign of Aquarius, so we have a dissociate conjunction, and I feel that this is asking us all over the next couple of years to take our mental and emotional welfare a lot more seriously than we've been inclined to do in the past. Now, there is a sparkling alliance between Mercury and Mars this week, which could prime up some very positive conversations, very lively encounters. But Mercury then goes on to tangle with Uranus. You know that old saying about keeping business and pleasure apart? I think it's something you should be mindful of later this week, not least because it may not be in an actual business situation that you find yourself and someone you're fond of or a friend are chaffing against each other around a financial issue, perhaps around a possession, or perhaps just around differing values. So there could be some electric and rather awkward energy which brings the curtain down on this week. Now, if you're a returning viewer to this channel, thank you so much for joining me once more. If you're new here, it's great to have you with us. Please comment. I interact with all comments. This is very much a community. Also, please like and subscribe. And if you would like to ascend above this zodiac broadcast and understand what more serious astrology can help you to plan and execute your passions and desires more effectively, please check out below my special Life Roadmap report. This helps you to get a much more intimate understanding of some of the key aspects that have worked into your situation throughout your life. In my special package at 30% off, you can also get your 12-month personal forecast, totally unique to you. These reports are just for you individually. Please see the link below for more. So Sagittarius, your week commencing the 20th of February forecast sees Venus move into your sister fire sign of Aries. Now, this is an opportunity for you to invest in your creative and artistic talents in a really positive way, even if it's doing something at home with the sun now in Pisces and the new moon. Anything to do with making or crafting could really see you inspired. But you're someone with a big vision, and the fact that Mars is on your 7th house cusp, but in a great relationship to the planet of talk and thought, Mercury, suggests that some dazzling conversations can light up this week, perhaps with someone you're drawn to in a more romantic capacity. But the energy developing in house 4 is asking you to really stay in touch with how things feel. You could have a discussion with a sibling or someone that you know quite well and see quite frequently. They may push back a little bit around certain elements of your approach, or perhaps you're going to be more pointed in expressing your perspective from an emotional viewpoint. So this week can actually see some dazzling, uplifting and bright exchanges, but also some tension can creep in towards the end of the week because of Mercury's right angle to Uranus. Clearly, we all have only a certain amount of time for each of our days, and if you do try to do too much, I feel that a little bit of stress can just creep up. Perhaps it's just going to be some details that someone keeps changing. There's someone that you're having to interface with who maybe is a little bit inconsistent or unpredictable, and that could be frustrating. So Sagittarius, there's a lot to go for, but it's just staying in touch with how you feel about things, and that's going to be something that Saturn's going to encourage you to do over the next few years. It's been a pleasure being with you. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, comment or subscribe.